counting. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece. Body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First down, Love to pass. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they try the right side here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there.
For the running back.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for,
but instead 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
At the 29-yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Great man.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Trucks over him. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Henry. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
58, right over there, yeah. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin with Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Derrick Henry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The 43-yard line.
On the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go, boys. Let's
A
go.
reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And 96 is coming. We don't like 96. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Love from the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now a handoff as they run left side.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
as they run left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, New York.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jets 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Again, it's Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd down, Henry. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Tennessee Titan. 1st and goal at the 5.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Jets' 7-yard line.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Henry, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Number 41.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Right there. 54, right there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And that'll set them back 5. Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tiny is right. Watch tight. Tiny is right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 15. It's a big run there by Henry. 56 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Gain of a yard.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Patrick on Wassor.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Ridiculous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster.
Check. 53 is the mark. 53. Check.
Now Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On the carry.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Titans, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.